Welcome back to our channel, where we share inspiring Bible stories that still speak to our lives today. If you're new here, subscribe now, because each story we tell is not just history, it's a message of courage, faith, and hope. Before he became known as Paul, he was called Saul of Tarsus, a man zealous for the Jewish law, determined to protect his people's faith as he understood it. He believed that the followers of Jesus were a dangerous threat. He persecuted them relentlessly, convinced that he was serving God by trying to destroy this new movement. Saul was a man of great intellect and passion. He studied under the famous teacher Gamaliel. He was highly respected among the Pharisees, and his words carried authority. Yet, despite his learning and devotion, he was blind to the truth, the very truth he would one day preach to the world. Everything changed one day as Saul journeyed to Damascus to arrest followers of Jesus. Suddenly, a blinding light from heaven surrounded him. He fell to the ground, overwhelmed, and heard a voice saying, "Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me?" Saul asked, "Who are you, Lord?" The voice replied, "I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting. Now rise and go into the city, and you will be told what you must do." Saul was blinded by the light and led by hand into Damascus. For 3 days he neither ate nor drank, in deep reflection, realizing that his life would never be the same. In Damascus, a disciple named Ananias visited him, laying hands upon him. Saul's sight was restored, and he was filled with the Holy Spirit. From that moment on, Saul's heart changed completely. He was no longer a persecutor, but a passionate follower of Jesus Christ. He was baptized, and soon after, he began preaching in synagogues that Jesus was indeed the Messiah. People were amazed. How could the very man who once persecuted Christians now boldly proclaim the gospel? From that day forward, Saul became known as Paul, and he dedicated his life to spreading the message of Christ. Paul traveled extensively, across Asia Minor, Greece, Macedonia, and even to Rome itself. He faced countless hardships, shipwrecks, imprisonments, beatings, and rejection. But nothing could stop his mission. Every city he visited, Paul shared the hope and salvation found in Jesus Christ. He wrote letters to the churches he planted, many of which are now part of the New Testament. In his letters, he encouraged believers to remain steadfast in faith, to love one another, and to never give up, no matter how great the struggle. Paul's life teaches us the power of perseverance and faith. He endured pain, loneliness, and opposition, yet he never wavered in his mission. He understood that suffering was temporary, and that the eternal reward of serving God far outweighed any hardship. Paul's story reminds us that no matter how flawed or misguided we were in the past, God can transform us and use us for His greater purpose. Think about your own life. Are there moments when you felt lost, blinded, or distant from God? Just as Saul was transformed into Paul, you too can experience renewal and purpose. God can take your struggles, your mistakes, and your past, and turn them into a life that inspires others. Friend, let Paul's life challenge you today. Stand firm in faith, embrace your calling, and trust God to guide your journey. If this story inspired you, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel so more people can hear about the incredible transformation and hope found in the life of Paul the Apostle. Remember, the same God who changed Saul into Paul is ready to transform your life today.